In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to configure OBS for vertical streaming. This setup is particularly useful if you're aiming to stream content that fits within the dimensions of a smartphone screen. Let's delve into the steps required to adjust OBS Studio to facilitate vertical streaming. First, let's navigate to our OBS Studio settings and focus on the video setup. It's essential to adjust both the base and output resolutions to a vertical size. Typically, you might set these to dimensions like 1080 by 1920 or 720 by 1280. By doing this, you're essentially flipping the usual landscape orientation to portrait, which is perfect for platforms that cater to mobile viewers. Next, still within the video settings, you need to decide on a frame rate. This is referred to as common FPS values in OBS. For a smoother, more dynamic viewing experience, you might opt for 60 frames per second, but keep in mind, this choice largely depends on the type of content you intend to stream. For content that's not as fast-paced, 30 frames per second may suffice and will be lighter on your streaming bandwidth. Now let's head over to the Output tab within your settings. Here, you'll configure your bitrate, keyframe interval, and encoding settings. While the rest of the setup might remain the same as your usual streaming setup, you should ensure that these parameters are optimized for a vertical, mobile-friendly stream. If you're unsure about these settings, consider checking with your streaming platform's guidelines or doing some trial runs to see what looks best. Moving on to connecting OBS to Restream. Once you're in Restream, you'll need to set up a new stream card by selecting New Stream, then choosing Encoder, RTMP. This step involves copying the details like the RTMP URL and stream key from Restream. Once you have these, go back to OBS, navigate to the Stream section in Settings, and set your service to Restream.io or Custom RTMP. Paste the URL and key into the respective fields. With everything configured, you're ready to start streaming. Simply click Start Streaming in OBS. This allows your content to stream directly through Restream to your selected platforms, all in that mobile-friendly vertical format. Finally, should you decide to switch things up and use Restream Studio at some point instead of just relying on OBS, there's a handy feature that lets you toggle to portrait mode. In the Studio's user interface, look for the mobile desktop icon located at the bottom right. Toggle this icon, and your screen orientation will switch to vertical. Restream Studio supports resolutions like 1080 by 1920 and 720 by 1280 in portrait mode, maintaining consistent display quality. Also, explore the Use Vertical Layout settings for additional layout options, such as placing the speaker on top and the presentation underneath, further enhancing the audience's mobile viewing experience. With these steps, you'll be well on your way to delivering high-quality vertical streams. Whether you're streaming live events, tutorials, or engaging in gaming streams, configuring OBS for vertical streaming ensures your content is optimized for mobile viewers, capturing their attention in a format they're accustomed to.